Hey, yo, it's Davo. What's going on, everybody? Today we're back with some more Seven Deadly Sins Grand Cross, and we're talking about Bond today. It's been very apparent for a long time that Bond is one of the worst characters to ever grace Grand Cross, and I don't know why. I don't know why they hate Bond so much, but I think it's about time that Bond gets his respect. So we're gonna be doing like a little, I guess, what would a future Bond in Grand Cross would look like. So basically, Purgatory Bond. Yeah. Bond is unfortunately one of my favorite characters in Grand Cross. Specifically, I believe the red one. The red one is my favorite unit. I think he's so cool, but I cannot pull dupes of him. I think he is the best Nunchuck Bond, but we'll get to him. But let's look at the Brawler Bonds. The undoubtedly pieces of crap in Grand Cross. We can look at his info. Undead heals 20% of diminished HP at the start of every turn. Nah, bro, that ain't it. Maybe for like if they implemented like long events, then maybe I could see you this coming into play. They have a lot of passives in game that just like are built for like 30 plus turns, but in actuality nobody is going past like 5 turns in Grand Cross. I don't know about PvP, but like even in like PvE, how many turns does it take to clear a stage? It takes like maybe like 4 at most, or I don't know. His first skill is fearless shot. Lifesteal did get buffed. Inflicts damage equal to 400% of attack on one enemy, and lifesteal is 100% of the damage. 100% on top of this crack. Well, not crack. It's only 7, so he's gonna get 107%. Lifesteal is busted now, so any unit that has it possibly can be great. He has extort. And this extort actually does damage to 50% of attack on one enemy. It takes 50% of attack and defense, which you can do this more than once. So you can have a whole hand. You can have 3 gold, like level 3 extorts, and you can put it on each enemy on the field. It is, you doing damage. You extort the first person, and then you hit the second person. You took that first person's like stats, and then you attack the third person, and you took 2 people's stats, and it could do some damage. You never know. You have like what? Let's say you take two people, right? That's 100%. Add on to 250, man. And then all the brawler pawns have what's that? Inflict damage equal to 720% of attack on one enemy and depletes 5 O gauge. I don't know if the SR one has it. Let me see. Does he deplete? No, he just does charge. I don't know why the SR ones have different. Maybe because we gotta take him off the list. We don't even need to know. Y'all already know what that man does. You get him free in the story. Overall, this Green Bond gets no love, gets no respect. I wish Bond did, but it's just like look at the stats, bro. Pierce rate 14, resistance 4. Nah, dog, you gotta at least have like 20. Pierce rate, you don't have to be that high, but anything over 20 would be fine. Crit chance 13. Come on, dog. Like, why are they? Then he has 177 crit damage. Like, y'all can nerf that and boost his other stats, then he'd be fine. Crit resist 3%, non-existent. He has no defense whatsoever. I feel like once we do get another Bond, every other Bond definitely will get a buff in stats, because they buff like the commandments in the past. Gallon, who was like poop at one time, has decent stats. Mod Speed, even, who had like crap stats, got buffed. His crit defense is alright. Recovery rate 103. Like, they just show no love, bro. The blue Bond, fantastic for red demons, but that's it. But his passive decreases all enemies' attack related stats by 15% at the start of the next turn if the hero doesn't take damage. I don't know why they implemented that doesn't take damage. I feel like he should just like no, never mind that. If you don't take damage, I feel like that's fine. But then when you read this, you think, oh, maybe I should give him like triple defense, then he wouldn't take no damage. But no, his defense sucks. Like, yeah, you gotta have defense, but then it really won't matter if your resistance is 3%. Like, you still will get touched. Like, I don't know if it's like, if you have a high resistance, then maybe triple defense on this guy would be nutty, because then you can like not take damage, run them on a stall team, but like possibly, and then lower their attack related stats even more. That seems nutty, but I don't know if it's feasible if you have like terrible like defensive stats already. He has a charge on single target that's 500% of attack, which is cool, and it ignores defense. That does a lot of damage. You'll imagine why he's good in red demon. Second card lowers attack again. I feel like since he already lowers with his like passive, I don't even think he needs this. He probably just should have had like another attack card or something like that. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Can you imagine if he had like another like a shatter single target? Imagine a charge single target and then like a shatter single target. He was like, nah, bro, I'm just like an offensive beast. But nah, they just wanted to him to have an extra 40% lower on level 3. 15 times 5, what's that? 75%. Can you imagine lowering somebody attack related stats? But 75 plus 40, dog? Nah, bro. Nah. Nah, that's too much, bro. They can't do any damage. I'm gonna have to test that. Maybe off stream. Maybe I'll test it on stream, honestly, because it sounds cracked and I need to get it off. And he has the same ultimate. Now we're getting to the Nunchuck bonds. Green Coin Shop bond is falling off hard. I mean, he was kind of usable in 4v4, but I just wish they would show my boy some love. And I don't know why they're like, all the bonds like lower stuff. Not most of them. So 3 out of 5 do. The green one lowers HP related stats every time. He doesn't take damage, just like the blue brawler run. When he doesn't take damage, he lowers attack related stats. This one lowers HP. I think the HP one is more deadly. Because the attack one, you get more stats, 15. And this one is 10, 5 times 50. Come on, bro. This just lowering people HP. That's kind of cracked, bro. Like, see, if you see this, you think, oh, let me just run triple defense. Like, I guess Simpson's better because he gets 30% resistance. So I guess you could just run triple defense and just like have Bond not take any damage whatsoever on a stall team. You could do it. It's possible. He has the lifesteal AoE, then he has the AoE extort that doesn't do damage, but it helps his AoE look much more impressive. And then all the Nunchuck bonds have the extort as well. I wish I could pull dupes of all the Nunchuck bonds, except not the coin shop one. The coin shop one, I don't really care for it specifically. He cool, but like, it's a nah for me, dog. But let's move on. Let's look at the blue one before I look at my favorite one. This one increases defense by 50% of all allies' defense. This sounds great, but I promise you it's not. I think I went to a fight with Yonsei. He had like all tanks, and I was like, oh, let me just see how much defense he gets. He doesn't get that much. I had the team full of this bond, Green Fat King with Elad. I got Elad's ult. I popped it off. She gives extra defense related stats, and then King gets extra defense to his all allies when he has max ult gauge. So he wasn't looking that impressive. And then I think I had Gil in the back with defense food. It was not good whatsoever. I don't understand why this is so mediocre, but they give units like Tarmiel like so much freaking defense. I don't get it. He cancels stances and he can lower defense. I don't know why, because I think this is based off the start of the battle. So even if you do lower somebody's defense, your stats won't go down. So it just seems, I don't know. It seems backwards to me. Like, I don't know. He's supposed to be a defensive unit, but then they give him like really good offensive cards. Maybe if he just like increased his like attack by like a % of the enemy's defense, then I feel like that would be cool. It would have to be a small like attack increase. It would have to be like 1% attack for like 50% of the enemy's defense or something like that. And then like on the whole field, he'll get like, maybe like 5. So if he fights like 3 people, then he'll have like 15%, stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe it'll add up differently with a % of a percent. I don't know. My brain hurts. Math is hard. And then they all have the extort. And we can go over bond here. When we do get a purgatory bond, I pray he's correct. Even though he's, let me see, weak point, and then he can decrease skill ranks. We haven't seen this on a unit in a while. His passive is, if he takes damage, he fills his ultimate move gauge by 1 the turn before. So like, if the enemy attacks and then my turn starts, I get ult gauge or something like that. Yeah, the next turn if the hero takes damage. Yeah, if he attacks me, I get ult gauge. That seems cool, but it's not every time they hit you. It's like, just like if he takes damage, he gets one ult gauge basically. You would think you could abuse it and be like, oh man, I'm gonna just like tank this hit. Like, I'm gonna take 3 hits and then you could die. But it's like, if it's an AoE, I feel like this is like his best chance. It's called chance, literally. So, if they do bring out a bond, I just pray these other bonds gets buffed. But if I had to guess what a new bond would look like, a purgatory bond per se, I would feel like he would definitely have a lifesteal card, just because I feel like they buffed this. I don't know, this screams bond coming in the future. They buffed this for him. I don't know about an extort though. If he did have an extort, I feel like it would be like an AoE. Well, first and foremost, yeah, I think Purgatory Bond would probably most likely be exactly like this bond, honestly. Because this one sucks, but if a new one comes out, I feel like he would have lifesteal. He would probably have an AoE extort that actually hits, like that hits people. So I figured that'll be cool, but his ultimate might be different. It might be like, based off how much damage he does, he heals his allies or something like that, like Tarmio, but it'd probably be single target. You know how Tarmio does damage, but it's based off his defense. But then he heals his allies, but Bond will be similar to that. So he would hit the target, do set amount of damage, and then heal his allies. I feel like that'll be a new effect for him. And then his passive, who knows, he could just be like mega impenetrable for like 3 turns or something like that. Like at the start of turn, he gets like 300% defense related stats or something like that. Like nothing can hurt him. Who knows? Maybe you gotta have like a lot of like resistance or something like that. Or maybe he'll just be like untouchable for like the first 2 turns altogether. But then people probably be mad at that. But I don't know. I'm nothing set in stone. This is just my ideas. I just want Bond to get some respect, and hopefully he does. But that's gonna do it. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We do a lot of discussion videos over here on the channel. So, that's it. See you guys later. Peace out.